when you come to the reality of being where you are, come on, like we know it's not right, and you got all this power, but you can only change it within your mindset. You're not really changing it in actuality. It's just they say, "Oh yeah, you did that in mind," but in reality, you're still underneath all their demand, your food, where the food supply is, where the electricity supply is. You're still underneath all that control factor that surrounds you.
I wouldn't say that.
You didn't say that. I said that.
Well, then I said it. That's true.
Okay, so I mean, just what is it you are proposing that's so different from what is that you're completely almost out of it in your condition of being compared to most people, and certainly to their understanding how you survive. I don't even know if we're recording. I hope we're recording. I don't know if we're recording. Yep, we're recording. Okay.
All right.
All right. Now, how you survive. Not using money, and with this Messiah belief that you're really on that level.
I wouldn't say Messiah belief. I would say that I understand that what people think is the human condition is actually a bunch of crazy angels that have no beginning. And so I'm not necessarily proposing a thing. I'm just pointing out that most of the population of the planet thinks that something is true and it's not. They think that people are making choices when in fact people are enacting their experience. And so, yeah, the divining process, that's what Jesus would have called it. That's why pride is bad, because pride presumes ego can originate thought, when in fact it's all a experiential process, life itself.
Okay, experientially, the system is under control of money. The system, the way that we get our food, the way the people put gas in their cars, and just what every person out there would think money is a necessity. You made a stand that it's not a necessity, and that in fact we have to. You don't use money.
No.
Okay. How do you survive then? We're not. How are you managing to survive without money, and see that as a sustainable future?
Well, an interesting note is that when you don't use money, you right away realize that karma is a very real thing. And so you don't use money and you get a reputation for not using money. And then suddenly it's a lot easier to make friends with you in some cases.
Because people want to know who you are, how you survive it, like me, how you survive without money. That's how I was attracted to you.
Well, then I'd like to think that a lot of the time it's just the safety of relaxed thought that this person isn't going to try and jack them for money.
Oh, that's a big one. Yeah, you're right about that. Like everybody thinks you're just after their dollars, and when you won't take them, like I remember when you on the Causeway, you wouldn't take that 20, and I wanted you to rip it up or something, and give it to you to see if you would actually rip it up, or you wouldn't even take it. You just no, I don't want it.
Yeah, it's a chore destroying money. I'd rather not have to, but I will.
But everybody thinks that they need money for survival, like that they get their food.
Oh no, they might very well need money for survival. I'm just saying, survival isn't worth lying for.
But survival demands that you lie.
No, not necessarily.
Well, this ownership of land. If like me, I'm an owner of land. I pay taxes on a piece of property, but in a sense, I'm lying in that I don't agree that they own it, but that I'm participating in going along with paying taxes on it. That in a sense is a lie. I don't agree with that. That's very confused. I think I might stop this.
Well, that's where a lot of people are at. Is that we were all born into it, and we have everything vested in it, and then to come to realize certain truths that eventually, if you don't acknowledge consciously, your dreams and demeanor will reflect subconsciously. You just won't enjoy life because you know that you're sort of slaving and you don't ever get to be enlightened or free for the rest of your life or your children.
But freedom now, like there's no place to be free because everything's got a price tag to it.
Well, that's patience be with us. That's the tribulation.
Damn, we're all constantly going through it, and then we're having to survive within it.
Well,
and we get sucked in again.
We get to enjoy exploring ingenuity in maintaining a refugee planet for a generation or three.
Yeah, the time, the duration. It's like it's like a lot of anxiety, a lot of stress.
Well, have patience, and for people who are just
the
coming into it. A lot of people are young. That you can be too tired to be afraid, and when you have those moments, just challenge every thought. Like own your brain. Don't be afraid of thinking any thought, and
they don't allow us in out though. Like they got it. They got it all. They got control over everything, or every move.
Well, that's why patience is good, because you got to learn courage. And to do courage, you have to actually think about what courage is and figure it out. And you find that, that the times are going to be ridiculous and hard, and there's going to be crazy people everywhere. But there's also going to be smart people, and patience will shine, and people will gather around patient people because that's where the ingenuity is and the survivability. Gosh.
This is David Arthur Johnston and myself, David Shebib. I'm running for MLA, and I think I got a message that you people would like to hear. But thank you right now, and we'll let that go.
Vote David.
Yeah, and if you've never voted before, don't vote now.